Hello, my name is Dmitry Savenkov. I'm Chief Commercial Officer, Mirland Group of Companies. And here is my friend Justin Panasewicz, CEO of Shipments company. We're gonna talk about some operation issues of time-critical shipments and air freight, right?
Sounds good.
On the USA market.
Yes, sounds great, Dmitry. Thank you for inviting me.
You're very welcome, and thank you. We are doing this interview during X2 conference, and thanks so much from us to X2 team who is supporting us with this recording for YouTube channel Freight Forwarding Stories. So let's start.
Yes, please.
Justin, we know each other about 10 years. Regretfully, we don't have significant volume of cooperation, but we see each other, we know each other, and I know that you've been to few companies, local American, international one, and now Shipments.
Yes,
Can
sir.
you say a few words about your company, about your team, about what you are doing, what is your
Thank you.
mission?
We are a young, dynamic company. We've been in business for about 3 years now. And we started to, we started with a mission of providing time critical services to our customers to help them accomplish their objectives, their missions. We've been very successful in developing a strong market within the time critical space for medical products as well as automotive parts, and we're moving very quickly into aerospace hardware as well. So, like you said, we're based in the United States. We also have an office in Mexico as of about a year ago.
And in the States, you are in Phoenix, Arizona.
Phoenix, Arizona is the headquarters. Yes.
Okay, and how many years Shipments already is on market?
In September, we will celebrate 3 years in business.
In September, what can I say? I've seen in social media you reported that you got about 100 shipments per day on daily basis.
We accomplished a milestone, a record shipment day of 100 shipments on a particular day about two and a half weeks ago. I would love to say that we're accomplishing that on a daily basis. However, right now our average shipment volumes are between 25 and 35 on a daily basis. But we had a nice little spike on that day.
But good job anyway, and good job of your team, for sure.
Very, very proud of the team and what they've accomplished.
Super. Then let's return to subject. Time critical shipments in American market. I mean, can you say a little bit more about terms, about customer service, about operation issues? Please share.
Yes. So I think when you talk about terms, what I think about is the customer profile and the need for time critical shipments. And what I like to ask a potential customer is, what's the cost of failure? If that shipment doesn't arrive when it needs to be there, how much is it going to cost your organization? Will you shut down a production line? Will you miss an important event? Will you have a bunch of professionals that have traveled to a training program that can no longer be trained because that important shipment didn't arrive on time? So that's what we kind of look for, is what's the cost of failure? If the cost of failure is only $200, then they can move that small parcel and there will be a 85 to 95% chance of success. But if the cost of failure on that shipment is $10,000, $20,000, $100,000, then they should use a provider like our business that will be finding the best possible route for the shipment and monitoring it every step of the way, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week.
Understand. And let me mark that this is very interesting and very good question in the beginning of any cooperation with any client. Because in my part of the world, our colleagues never ask about cost. We usually ask how our client is going to pay.
Sure.
But it's other way. Yeah.
Yes.
That's
And
good to know.
usually, this is interesting because a lot of us are playing the rate game with our customers, and we're
Yeah,
always asking, that our
yes,
customer is asking us for the lowest possible rate,
for sure.
and they're
It's
putting us up
always,
against two
it's
or three
always,
people.
yes.
And when I ask that question, what does it cost you if that shipment doesn't get delivered on time? That's a whole different ballgame, because if they're saving $100 by using a competitor instead of us, but that competitor is not using optimal airline selections, they're not monitoring and looking for exceptions in the handling process and mitigating those exceptions before they turn into delays and failures, then that $100 that they've saved by using
50.
a cheaper provider could cost them,
Thousands. Yeah.
yes,
Yeah.
thousands, tens of thousands.
It looks like very familiar to insurance cases. Yes, but we
Yeah.
are not talking now about insurance. Okay. Yeah, definitely. Well, another questions is, are there any typical operation issues, or can be, as we say, narrow places or possible unexpected failure in service? I mean, can be any problem from, for example, tracking companies or custom documents arrangement or transit or whatever.
Yes. Machines break and people make mistakes. Those
It's international
are
everywhere.
two things that happen on a very regular basis.
Yes,
And
definitely,
we're
yes.
reliant on the staff of the airlines that we work with to properly manifest and load our cargo onto the planes that we want. We're reliant on the truckers to dispatch their driver to pick up exactly when we need to have the cargo picked up. So there's a lot of moving parts and a lot of chances and opportunities for failure. And again, going back to our ability to monitor shipments, we're not just giving it to the airline and hoping for the best. We're watching every status update on the airline's website. If we're not seeing the appropriate update at the appropriate time, we're making phone calls, we're sending emails, because minutes matter.
Yes.
If the time between when a cargo gets loaded on the aircraft and when it departs can be, on a U.S. domestic flight, that could be 10 minutes. On an international flight, it could be an hour and a half. But that 10 minutes can be the difference between getting that cargo delivered exactly when it needed to and potentially 6, 8, 10 hours later.
Yeah, sure. And sometimes it's going to be a black hole in information got from airline for international services, especially if there are some transshipment points. You may not be informed about exact day of arrival. It also makes a difference.
Yes, and going back to the operational challenges, we train our staff to understand the strengths and weaknesses of the various carriers. So in the United States, we have 5 major airlines that we work with, which have a spattering of hubs throughout the country, and we know which airlines are able to successfully connect critical shipments through their hubs, and we know which hubs to avoid. And that's an important component of navigating the potential operational challenges. We know what to look for. We know when people may possibly fail us, and we, with an American term,
so
we jump on it like a loose football and make sure that it doesn't affect our customer.
I see. You just mentioned about staff training programs. My next question is, any specific abilities required from your managers who may handle this business? I mean,
the ability to learn quickly is important, but more important to that is flexible logic and being able to adapt to changes, to be able to make adjustments to a plan on the fly. And if your original plan to solve a customer's problem doesn't work, you need to be able to move quickly to change that, find the next possible alternative solution, and very important, communicate. Communication is key in what we do.
That's that's what I was going to ask you next. What you think is most important thing in this business? So communication, as
Yes.
always.
Yeah, and
It's
communication,
everywhere.
and in a lot of cases with our customers, if we tell them that there's a delay, if there's a weather problem at a particular hub or connecting point, if there's a truck that's broken down, any number of possible challenges throughout the life of a shipment, the sooner we tell our customer about it, the better they'll be able to help us solve the problem or find an alternative solution. The part is stuck in Dallas, Texas. Let's get another part and put it on a different flight path to get it to the destination. And maybe that will result in a 4-hour delay instead of an 8-hour delay on that particular ship.
And being as close to client as possible.
Relationships are important.
And customer, yes. Okay. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Dimitri.
It was very interesting, these 10-15 minutes.
Yeah. Nice speaking to you. Great to see you as always. Nice to be here with all of our X2 friends again.
Nice to see you. Nice to meet you too.
Thank you, Dimitri.
So much. And I would like also to express our gratitude to US people for your continuous support to my country.
Of course.
This is definitely.
Yes.
Slava Ukraini. Thank you.
Absolutely. Thank you, Dimitri.